Hello and welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Lucy
and Ethel.
Today we are going to be talking about the importance of self-care. This is
That's
something I think it took both of us a little while to learn that how important it is to take care of ourselves. So we've got just 5 tips. Six. Oh, we did have 6 tips. I forgot we added one. We have 6 tips. Exactly. We told you. We're not perfect. We've even got a little co-star back here, Luna. Anyway, so first one. Maintaining friendships. How? Hi. See how?
Healthy friendships.
Healthy friendships, yes. There are those friendships, guys. If they make you feel negative, if you, every time you're around them, you feel like, bleh, they're not your people.
Get rid of toxic people.
They're not your people. If they're like, cut them out. But healthy friendships are so important because healthy friendships, if they're a true healthy friendship and good friend, they fill your cup. And we all know you cannot pour from an empty cup.
You fill my cup.
You fill my cup big time. That's why we do this stuff. We love each other. And then, and it's important to keep those friendships and don't allow, in my opinion, relationships to come between those friendships. Keep those friendships strong even when you do start new relationships. If it's that healthy, good filling friendship, always keep that close to your heart. Anything else I'm missing?
Friendships.
Keep friendships.
I think that's the number one important for women especially. The second one that I'm not very good at, but I'm going to start working on is get regular exercise. That doesn't mean you have to go out and run a 5K or do a marathon. Start slow and build upon it. Just take a walk, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day. I know that I need to do that, and I know that I feel better when I do that. Yep. I've done it in the past, and I need to get back to doing it. It increases the serotonin. It just makes you feel better. You dread to do it. You don't want to do it. Put in your headphones, listen to some good music, and just take a walk.
Oh, boy.
That's all you have to do.
Hi,
James.
Yes, and I'll add to that, it does increase your dopamine levels too.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, it may not because I suffer from adult attention deficit disorder. And it's very hard for me to get started doing something. But if I would just learn that once I do it, I go for the walk, my dopamine levels, my serotonin levels are all high, and I feel so much better. But it's just getting myself out there to do it. I'm the same way. We both say, oh, we need to do this more.
Get an accountability partner.
One that'll make you
but one that'll make you do it. Because sometimes your best friend is not your best accountability partner because we're so much alike that we can look at each other and say, I don't feel like doing it today. And we're both very non-confrontational. So then we say, okay, we don't have to do it today.
We should be saying, get up off your ass and let's do it. But no, we don't. We're bad. Let's see. And the other one is keep a balanced diet. That's another one that's hard for me. Work in progress. We both were just saying, James, can you stop, please? We both were saying that we haven't, been the best in eating lately, but we are both wellness coaches and
we know how to do it.
We know how to do it. We have the tools, but life gets busy, and in my current home, like I have kids in my house. James, please stop. Anyways, balanced diet. Yes, you want to be feeding your body right. We recommend a low carb, high protein diet. It's the one that worked best for us, and we tried a lot.
We've both been able to lose about 40 pounds. Mm-hmm. I unfortunately did not continue to stick to my plan, so I gained some of it back, but that doesn't matter. We're failing forward. I'm back on track and ready to do it because I know I feel better when I eat right.
Yes.
I'm not as sluggish. I'm not tired. I have more brain focus, and I just feel all around better.
Yes, and like we've said in our previous introduction video, the gut is the mama of your body, and if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. So keeping that gut happy with what you feed it is very, very, very important.
Yes.
To have the occasional craving, though, if you're having it, have it, but just don't
beat yourself up.
Right.
You have to live your life.
Right.
Life happens. You have to live it, but a lot of times when we're not eating right is when we're not putting ourselves first.
Amen.
We're putting everybody else first. So it takes an effort to put yourself first and eat right.
Amen.
The next one that we wanted to talk about, I think, is really important.
Something I struggle with.
You need to have the ability to ask for help and accept it when it's offered. When someone is genuinely willing to ask for help, that makes you feel like that I matter. If I'm asking you for help, I want that validation that I matter. And when someone is willing to give the help, it makes them feel like they matter. So it's a back and forth, and it makes both people feel better.
Yes.
Don't be afraid. Communicate it. Be specific. Say what you need help with, and then be willing to listen and take the advice that you get, even if it's not what you want to hear. But ask for help. Everybody, especially in this day and age, there's so much depression. so much anxiety, and people just don't want to ask for help. But your true friends will help you. It doesn't even have to be a friend. You can reach out to a therapist. Everybody needs a therapist now in their life.
For real.
Don't be afraid or ashamed to ask for help.
No, absolutely not. And like she said, asking for help and being willing to accept it. When someone actually comes up to you and says, hey, can I help you with something? I mean, if they're coming up there and saying that to you, that's what they're wanting. But you also have to be specific in what you want, and then be willing to accept that from them once you ask what it is.
And be honest with the person that's asking you for help. Don't just fluff them up and tell them what they want to hear. Be nice and be kind and be genuine, but give them some really good advice.
Yes, amen. And then think of yourself as your own best friend. I love that one, because I always tell people, put yourself on your priority list. There are those people in the world that you would do anything for. You would die for them. You would jump in front of a moving car for them. You would do anything for them.
You're ride or die.
Put yourself on that list and start prioritizing yourself on that list the way that you prioritize the people in your life that you love the most, because you need to be also the one you love the most, because guess what? Who are you going to live with till the day you die? You.
Talk to yourself and about yourself with love.
With love and kindness and
give
passion.
yourself a break.
Talk to yourself in the mirror. It's weird, but
there's one thing that Stephanie always says if I start to talk bad about myself, is say like, dang, I feel fat today, or I feel lazy today. And she'll say,
don't talk about my best friend like that. Okay? So in your head, if you start saying, God, I look bad today, don't talk about my best friend like that.
Say it about your friend. Don't say it about yourself.
That right there. If you would not say it about your best friend, then don't say it about yourself. And if you would say it about your best friend, then maybe you should check the friendship. I don't know. I'm just saying. And then
the last one is plan something to look forward to. Write it on your calendar. Have something at least monthly, even weekly if you can, that you're going to look forward to. It can be a trip. It can be a party. It can be just going out to dinner with your best friend.
And if you don't have anything, make something.
Make something.
Treat yourself.
Put it on your calendar. Make a vision board of what you want to do, and then plan it. We're always happier when we have something to look forward to. And my husband just retired, so we have a lot of stuff to look forward to right now, and going on a lot of trips. Even if it's going to see, your family that you haven't seen in a while. Anything.
Yep. I was about to say, for me right now, it's my grandbabies. If I can get a moment to go see my grandbabies, and I know, okay, Thursday this week I'm going to see them, then I get to look forward to it all day Thursday, or all week until Thursday. So it gives you, just your brain, something. Sometimes a lot of it is just tricking our brains. And it's all about that self-talk that we do in our own head. And that one right there is the big stop the negative self-talk. Like, just stop talking down on yourself.
If you can do one thing for yourself and your self-care, is stop negativity. Stop hanging out with negative people. Even sometimes social media, I have to take a break.
And that's our job.
And the news, I can't watch the news because it brings me down.
I do not watch the news.
Worse.
That's another self-care tip for me, is don't watch the news, because especially if you're an empath like myself, you don't want to watch the news. But we hope that some of these tips have helped you guys, and that you have learned something new. It's probably not something that you haven't heard before, but sometimes we need it repeated.
Yeah.
It's taken us a year in this company, and a couple of ups and downs, and a little falling off course and getting back on, to really realize we have.
Even in the hard times, like I said, my motto is fail forward.
Amen. And that's a motto you got to learn to live with, and learn from your failures. A failure, we're all human. We're going to make mistakes. You're going to get on a course. You're going to fall off that course, but it's okay, because it's what you learn from that mistake. And just love yourself and be forgiving with yourself, and treat yourself as you would treat others.
And if you don't have anybody else to reach out to, reach out to us.
Yes.
I love building people up and making people feel better. That's my favorite thing to do. That's why I love what I do. So reach out to us. We can you never have enough friends.
No, amen. And we're always looking for more. We love friends.
We love friends.
But if you guys have enjoyed this video and you found any value, please hit the subscribe button below, and hit the like button. Share it with your friends. We will be coming to you every Wednesday with a wellness tip. And our wellness tips might be any kind of, I think everything in life has to do with wellness.
Yep.
Heck, I feel like owning a dog is part of wellness.
Humor is part of
humor is part of wellness. There's no telling what the two of us might come up with as we get more comfortable with this. This is episode 1, so
and
please
a lot of things
gentle.
that come in my mind come out my mouth before I think about it, so you just never know what I'm going to say.
Really
her too.
I know. You can't trust me anywhere. But yes, so stay tuned. It could get really interesting. Like I said, this was episode 1, so go gentle on us.
Signing off.
And we're gonna sign off now, and I'm gonna cut it off right there. But from where? Bye.